Okay, hello and welcome to the weather update. It's 10 p.m., March 2nd, 2021. We have to do a weather update because we have to talk about some of this wind that we've been dealing with today. It turned out to be a beautiful day, though, and very nice, clear skies. But that wind was really going, especially in the morning. And we're going to go over some of these wind gusts tonight. Look at that. You got the stars out tonight. Looks very nice out. But anyway, let's take a look at see these wind gusts that are going on. I have the wind gust reports from the National Weather Service, and you won't believe what some of them say. So you know what? I want to, because I noticed something with this. Let me move this over a little bit, because I don't know what it is with the Weather Service site. It seems like it always wants to go like, and went in the middle. There we go. Great. All right, so you get an idea to see what's going on here. I mean, I just don't know how to do it any other way with this, because otherwise I notice it'll cut things off a little bit if I go a little bit, or do it like that. So let's take a look at some of these wind gust reports. Hopefully you can see them. So we have a lot of very strong wind gusts across the area today. Particularly in the early morning hours. New Haven, 56 mile an hour wind gust at New Haven. And parts of New Jersey and Union County and Rosella, 62 mile an hour wind gust. That was at 8:40 p.m. last night. Most of these wind gusts were in the wee hours in the morning or overnight. Bayville at a 70 mile an hour wind gust last night at 11:18 p.m. Some of the stronger winds, Suffolk County, 74 miles an hour at Eaton's Neck there. So it's Eaton's Neck. That's 74 miles an hour. That's a pretty substantial wind right there that is going on right there. 74. That was recorded at 2:34 in the morning. Stony Brook, 69 mile an hour wind at 2:35 a.m. this morning. Baiting Hollow, 67 mile an hour wind gust at 1:33 this morning. Great Gull Island, a 61 mile an hour wind gust at 7:58 this morning. Southold, 60 mile an hour wind gust at 3:45 a.m. Islip Airport reported a 53 mile an hour wind gust at nearly 6 a.m. this morning. So a lot of strong wind gusts. West Hampton Airport also had a 51 mile an hour wind gust just before midnight. So very strong winds, and that made the wind chill feel that much worse when it comes to these wind gusts. And some of these marine wind gusts also. Some of the buoys, one of them reported a 56 mile an hour wind gust southeast, about 19 miles southeast of East Hampton. 54 mile an hour wind gust 26 miles southeast of Ron Moses State Park. Was not expecting these kind of winds. I mean, I was, but the models were not indicating that they would be this high. I thought between 40 and 50. I didn't think we'd see 70 mile an hour wind gusts, but that's exactly what we've seen. And we can also map it out here as well, I believe. Now, I have the temperatures here, the current temperatures on this map right now. There's 30 degrees in Farmingdale, 27 at Islip, 27 at West Hampton. Winds have quieted down quite a bit, but they were really going earlier in New Jersey, where the winds are a little lighter, I think. In the Miller Air Park, west of Toms River, 23. City's the warmest, still around 32. We're going to first look at our high temperatures today, because it was quite cold, quite a bit below normal. Over the island, I mean, we didn't even crack freezing here. The high was 30 at Farmingdale, 28 at Islip, 28 at West Hampton. It was considerably warmer as you move toward the city, where it was 34 at LaGuardia. Let's see what the park hit. 32. And then as you go into New Jersey, probably even warmer there. Let's see. No, Toms River actually reporting... oh, wait a minute. I know what the problem is. I'm sorry. This... It shouldn't have gone back. It should have... Yep. I should have... No, there's no way it hit only 27 in Toms River. That's a mistake. I got to back this up to this morning, I think. I don't know. It had to be... I don't know. This thing is... Oh, wait a minute. I know what's going on. I didn't put max temperature in. I'm sorry I wasted your time there. It's my mistake. I'm tired. What can I tell you? I am sorry. So those numbers seemed a little low. So on Long Island, the high was 34 at Farmingdale, 32 at Islip. Those were the current temperatures I read to you, not the highs. 34 at West Hampton. And the city got up to 32. And then as you made your way over into New Jersey, it was probably warmer. 36. West of Tom's, we're almost nearing 40 in some spots. So, good 5 degrees warmer there. So now, let's see if we can find the wind gust again. Sorry about that. I don't know if this does a wind gust. So let's take a look at the wind gust reports. And these obviously are not. I don't think these are also. These might be the current maximum wind gusts. You'll see, there's missing data on here. It's not listing all of them. So I have it up till 8, but it doesn't really. It only goes over the last hour, it looks like. So much for that. We'll look at some of the past weather here. We'll look at West Hampton here right now. So 27 at West Hampton. You'll see the kind of winds that we're dealing with this morning, like around 8 o'clock this morning. Plenty of sunshine, but it was 22 degrees. And the wind was northwest at 23, gusting to 39. And that made it feel like it was 6 above. So, yeah, it's pretty cold right there. And those wind chills were just brutal in the morning. And it really didn't improve much. You could see wind gusts to 40 at 6:53 at West Hampton. So 21 degrees. And again, that's unbelievable with that kind of. That's an extreme wind chill. And these winds were up all day long. You can see wind gusts. And you can see West Hampton barely made it above freezing at 33. And these wind gusts were pretty substantial. And we could look at Islip, too. Probably the same deal at Islip again with these wind gusts as well. You can see here at 8:56 a.m., for instance, which is just before, a couple of minutes before 9 a.m., they had a northwest wind, 26 gusting to 43, 23 degrees, felt like 6 degrees above. So, yeah, that's the kind of wind chills you were dealing with now. It might have been a little better off in New Jersey. They might have had a little less wind. Let's see how they did with the winds this morning. Still pretty bad. 7:56 a.m. At the Miller Air Park. 16 northwest at 16, gusting to 31. Air temperature 25. Felt like 12 with that wind chill. And so that wind chill was up. And the winds were up all day, gusting 30 miles an hour right through the early afternoon. Same thing here. So with those temperatures combined, it's really difficult to deal with. I mean, it's one thing if it was the winter. We're kind of gotten used to the warm weather. But when you have those extreme winds coupled with these wind chills, it just makes it really difficult to deal with. Even somebody like me who kind of likes the cold. I'm already accustomed to it getting a little warmer. So that when I saw the way it was this morning, I'm like, no, I'm going to wait a little while before I go outside because it's just too, you don't want to really do anything that's going to, put your health at risk. With these things. Now, I want to see if there are any storm reports. Well, let's see. We'll go to the Twitter here from the Weather Service because they have a couple of things on their Twitter that I want to read to you here. How snowy was February 21? Top 10. So, top 10, 3 of them making the top 5. So, there are a number of top 5 numbers here. So, you can see these are the snowfall totals for February. Look at that. 26 inches. Almost seasonal, almost a whole season snowfall in 1 month. Crazy. LaGuardia 23.2, Kennedy 26.4, Newark 30.6 inches. Top 3. Newark and Kennedy were in the top 3. Islip was in the top 5, and Bridgeport was in the top 3. So, I mean, crazy. 30.7 inches in 1 month at Bridgeport. That's crazy. Islip was 24.9. I mean, this is crazy, right? This is not normal to get that much snow in 1 month. So it's pretty crazy. Right there. And, of course, we're going to also look and see if there are any local storm reports from the wind because I think there was some damage. So let's go ahead and look at that. Let's go to the local storm reports here and see if there are any. Yes, we have some. These are some wind gusts here. 61 miles an hour. That was recorded at 7:58 this morning by Plum Island. Let's see. Most of these are just wind gust reports. But I heard that a tree fell on someone. But I'm trying to Can't even find it. The media barely covered it, too. The media is just distracted with other stuff. Yeah, I don't see anything about some of these wind gusts here. I don't see anything about a tree falling months up. But there were some trees down, and I know a tree fell somewhere, but of course, I can't find anything about it right now, so I'm not going to go nuts looking for it. So let's go look at the satellite image. We had a clear day today. We have a few clouds to our north and a few clouds to our south. We can also look at the MODIS satellite as well. And let me back this up to today. So there you go. I mean, you can see that huge storm out in the ocean. Here it is. And look at that. This is all snow cover. I think the white you see, because there weren't really any clouds around at all today. Really, barely any clouds at all. Maybe there were a few in the morning, but other than that, it was completely clear. Plenty of sunshine, so I couldn't pass up the day and get to some pines. That video will be up later, but only in the afternoon, because the morning was still, wind chill was just, forget it, man. I just, it would be foolish to go walking around in that with that kind of wind chill. If the wind was not as bad, I would have definitely been there. Would have gone for a long hike, but with that wind, forget it. There was no way. At least I don't have the. I need a really Arctic jacket for that. The main thing we're not gonna have much going on the next 5 days here. When we look at the surface here, you'll see the storm track goes off to our south. We have high pressure after high pressure building down from Canada, which will bring some cool air back into the picture as we get toward the weekend. But the next chance of precipitation really won't be until a week from Thursday. So we're going to have a very dry period here going into next week. Looking at the GFS here. And, it's really nice to have a dry period like this. We haven't had a dry period like this in, can you remember when? It's been a long while, I'll tell you that. So let's go take a closer look and see. Being that we're not going to be dealing with any precipitation, the main things that we have to look out for are just temperature and clouds. So let's start with temperature first of all, as we go and we look at the GFS. And after a cold night, there might be some radiation cooling the Pine Barrens, so it might get down in the teens. Tomorrow, we recover nicely, highs in the mid to upper 40s, maybe even 50 degrees, especially if you're in New Jersey. So it'll be a lot warmer. But then you can see the cold air approaching. This cold front will just move through dry. Thursday, we're colder already. Highs in the low 40s. And it gets even colder on Friday with highs in the mid to upper 30s. But we won't be dealing with that kind of wind, I don't think. We won't have that kind of pressure gradient. But weekend right now, Saturday, you can see colder over Long Island, mid 30s. Jersey, maybe low 40s. And then for Sunday, even colder. We may be in the mid-30s there. So mid-30s for the whole area for Sunday. And Monday, we finally start seeing that recovery as we head into Monday. And I'll just go up to next Tuesday, which is a week from now, and then we start recovering with warmer air moving into the picture. So let's go and look at the skies and see what's the main thing we've got a forecast for, because not much going on. You can see GFS has another clear day for us tomorrow. A few clouds on Thursday, perhaps, but I think we'll still see plenty of sun. Friday, plenty of sun. Look at that. Saturday, we may have another sunny day with the storm passing off to the south. That may pick up the winds a little bit and bring in some more cold air. Sunday looks clear as well. Look at that. And Monday as well. So what a string of nice days we're going to have to put together here. Just absolutely fantastic weather. Something we rarely see around these parts these days, but we're going to get into a great pattern, which is great. So let's go look at the NAM as well. NAM 3. Don't have enough of the 0Z in, so we'll use the 18Z. And again, tomorrow, clear day. Looks like a clear day. Some clouds maybe later in the afternoon, and that's what that second cold front comes through. And then the clouds move off to the south, and we have another sunny day on Thursday. So this all looks pretty good. I'll tell you that right now. Look at the RGM as well. This goes a little further out. This is the 0Z RGM, which isn't sooner. So here's the RGM for tomorrow. Clear day. And Thursday, maybe a few clouds, like I said, more toward the afternoon. But other than that, we are looking absolutely fantastic. So a great pattern. Probably perhaps one of the best ones we've been in quite some time. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Get out there and enjoy that great weather. Obviously, I don't blame you if you didn't want to be out there today with that wind, but the good news is it's going to be a lot more comfortable for the right and through the weekend. Although it will be colder, when I don't think we'll be seeing any of that crazy wind. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care and thank you for watching.